Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of ShareNet. My name is Ian. I'm joined by Carmen today to talk about her little history with RCD. And Carmen, thank you for joining me today. I know you're very busy at the front, but thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, and thank you for inviting me. Yeah, hi everyone.
Okay, Carmen, I'm going to jump right in with regards to the question. So our theme for this term is still meet the team. So we're going to go around the office and just going to have a 10-minute interview with each and everybody. And thank you for being here. So my first question is, what is your official title here at RCD?
Okay, my official title at RCD is Accessible Parking Permit Coordinator and Front Desk Office Administrator.
Office administrator. So that's two part. So you deal with the parking permit and you also deal with the front desk.
Yes.
So
yes.
tell me about the parking permit for those who are not familiar with the parking permit. What is that?
Oh, parking permit is for it's a permit for people who with a disability have a mobility limited.
Right.
They can use the accessible parking spot.
Right. And then they can get that accessible parking placard here at the center and put it in the car so that when they're out and about in the malls or whatnot, they can park at the accessible parking spots.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Won't go into that too much detail. If you're interested, do visit our website, www.rcdrichmond.org, where you can find out more about how to apply for a parking placard. Okay, so the second part is about front desk. Tell me about front desk. What do you do and what do you manage?
Wow. Because so many people come to have a different inquiry, they're looking for some information about how to apply, like handy dart card or parking permit,
Right.
or some support like or employee or
Right.
looking for some classes.
Right.
Yeah.
So just basically you handle all the different inquiries out
Yeah.
at the front desk. And do you work with a team or is it just you?
Oh, we have a front desk team.
Okay. And who are they?
We have a Sam and Jim and Argon.
Sam, Jim, and Argon.
Yeah.
That's a good team. I like it. Thank you. Now, tell me about you in particular. What do you do in your position?
Oh, I mainly process the parking permit. Yeah, so handle all the parking permit stuff
Okay.
and support the front desk.
Okay, so all the different parking permits, all the seniors, all people with disability coming to our center, you handle all of those parking permits.
Yeah,
So-
and Sam and Jim will and Argon and they will support.
They support
Support,
you.
yeah.
Okay. So how many parking permits do you handle like every week, roughly? Are we talking about hundreds, or about?
When we mail out the renew form every end of the month, and we will be getting very busy in the beginning of the month.
Okay.
So I will say about 250 around a month.
Okay. About 250 parking permits per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
per month.
And then you have to handle the payment, the donation, the address and so on for each and everybody.
Yes.
Everything is recorded.
Yes.
Awesome. It's wonderful to hear. And good thing you're not alone. You still have a whole team to back you up.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a team.
Fantastic. Okay, so now let's go back in time a little bit. I want to know how you got started here. So tell me about how you got started here at RCD.
Okay. I was survived from cancer, and I have a hip joint problem. I was not working a couple years, and then I went to Chinese painting class with my mom, and I met a friend, a person who was work here, and then she told me RCD hiring front desk.
I see.
So I start here as a front desk, working 1 day a week.
One day a week. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wow. So how long ago was that? Do you remember?
It's from 2020 March. I start
2020.
working at RCD as a part-time.
2020?
2020. 2020, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, it almost felt like you're here longer than that, but it's only been 3 years.
Oh,
Right? Has it just been 3 years?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Wow. Almost felt like you're with the team for like over 5 years. But yeah, maybe you have that. I have that familiar connection with you because you also play music, right? Because most of our Christmas and musical production that we do on our channel, Carmen has a very big role in it. So the kalimba playing in the previous Christmas production was all from Carmen. Thank you, Carmen. That was awesome. Now, what do you like about RCD?
I have a chance to serve people, serve different people who in need. So I feel a fulfillment when I can help others. And I love RCD staff. They are very supportive.
It's always good to hear.
Yeah.
We're a friendly bunch. And what were the challenges? I'm sure like 3 years being here, there must be some challenges that you faced. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah. For me, it's a lot of challenge because I was not working couple years, and this is my first office job in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I love to communicate with different people. But I find challenge to give correct source to help people, like a specific individuals.
Right, right. So, basically help them resolve an issue, provide support to them so that they can find what they're looking for.
Yeah, and I try hard to review parking permit application carefully because I really want to avoid the misuse and abuse.
Okay,
Yeah.
misuse. Talking
Misuse.
about misuse, like there,
Some
is that
people-
happening? Is that happening?
Yeah, because I received some I received some.
Is that like a fraudulent application, like fake application?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's similar to that, right? So some people would just mail in, and hopefully they can get a parking permit, and then they can start using it anywhere. But whereas they actually didn't need it, they're just capable
Yes.
beings, not needing it, but they're just looking for a quick and easy way to park in front of the mall. Is that like you have received applications like that?
Some form without the stamp from the doctor
From the doctor.
office.
Okay.
Yeah, I will contact the doctor office
Oh,
to make sure they issue the. Yeah, they
They
give
have actually
them
gone
a form,
through.
yeah.
Went through the application. So there are some misuse. Okay, of the parking permit, and people would actually apply and use our accessible or try to apply for a parking permit and misuse it that way. Okay, wow, that's a terrible way of.
Yeah, and sometimes I will receive some complaint. Some people parking on the accessible parking spot,
Yep.
but they don't have a permit, or
right.
they have some permit already expired permit.
Right.
Yeah.
And in that case, they contact us, I suppose, with a driver's license, like the license plate and everything. And
Yeah.
what do we do next?
Oh, they can actually send the detail complaint, the detailed story to our email.
And what's that email? Is it just rcdrichmond.org?
Or a parking permit at rcdrichmond.org.
Right. Parking permit at rcdrichmond.org.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Yep. And thereafter, we'll look into it and maybe contact the city of Richmond. Awesome. Thank you. And we're hitting our 10th minute mark, Carmen. That went by really fast. And last question, any message for our viewers?
Yeah, because I'm working on my role is parking permit, process the parking permit. So I hope everyone can create a accessible environment for the people with disability and save the accessible parking spot for people who really need it.
That's right. Yeah. Even if you're thinking, oh, I'm just going in for 5 minutes and I'll be out, you know, during that 5 minutes, someone perhaps using a wheelchair in the vehicle may need to have that. And very often, if that parking spot was taken, then they have to park much, much further away from the front, the where it's closest to the entrance to the mall, for example. But there's always a risk of people using wheelchairs navigating the roads in a parking lot because they're so far down onto the vision. So a lot of cars, like big trucks, for example, when they back out, they do not see people using wheelchairs wheeling towards the mall and may cause an accident. And therefore, we highly recommend people not to misuse the accessible parking spots, even if it's only for a few minutes. If you can park further away, and that will be much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good message, Carmen. Folks, that's it for us for today. Thank you, Carmen, for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will see you again in 2 weeks. Bye now.
Bye-bye.